Our next segment, for next review, you're going to review Beau is Afraid. This
Yes.
came out last weekend, and you saw it last weekend when I went to go see Chevalier.
Yep.
I chose not to because this Beau is Afraid is 2 hours 59 minutes long.
Well,
and I thought that was too long.
It worked out for me. Actually, we ended up getting out of our movies at the same time in the end.
Yep.
But,
Mine
yeah.
was much shorter.
I must say, this is, I'm going to say, the worst movie I have ever seen.
Wow. So it currently has a 70% critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes and a 73% audience score. This is from director Ari Aster. I didn't go see this because I refuse to see this guy's movies now.
It is bad. So bad that people got up and left.
It says it's a comedy drama. Was it funny?
There was a couple of kind of humorous.
Is this a spoiler or non-spoiler review?
Oh, it's going to be spoiler because I'm telling you, people,
spoilers.
do not waste your money. When I got out of the movie, I almost wanted to tell the staff to rip down the poster and stop showing this movie. Okay? It's that bad. I almost felt like I was ripped off of my money. Like, stop showing it. People literally got up and left in the middle of the show and did not come back. They did not come back. It was so bad. It also has bad undertones in the movie. It has kind of incel type of tones. It seems to be anti-women. It's really has a bad message. It's just awful.
Did you ever see any of his other movies?
No, but I don't think this one is like them. It's not a horror movie. There's no horror in it. Other than kind of creepy stuff. But
it's disturbing images, isn't it?
No, it's not. That's the thing. It's not disturbing. It's not. It's just bloody boring.
Boring?
It's about a guy who, he's a man-child. He cannot seem to function properly in society. And, of course, that has to be his mother's fault. She is to blame for everything, of course. Even though he lives in her building. His mother is extremely successful. And he cannot function. And he cannot do anything, basically. And he blames it all on his mother. And he has to go to therapy. And it's all his mother's fault.
Does he take any responsibility for his own life?
No, he acts like a 4-year-old. Okay? But he's like 50. It's really bad. He peaks at age 13. There's a lot of flashbacks to when he was 13. He is just awful. And the things in the movie that happen are ridiculous. And it's either number one, it's some kind of dream he's having. I don't think so, though. Number two, this is how he perceives the world because he's so messed up. Perceives everyone's out to get him. All because of his mother. And at one point, it's so strange, he gets kidnapped by this lovely family because their son died in the war.
Which war?
Some kind of war.
Okay.
He's an American soldier. He died in Afghanistan or something. And they like run him over by mistake and they kidnap him. Anyway, that is the only kind of interesting part about the movie. It's awful. Then he runs into these actors in the woods, and then in the end, it's a whole. He actually does like kill his mother, sort of thing, and throws her into a reptile vivarium. Anyway, I don't know. But then in the end, she's back and she dies. She comes back. She dies. He sinks in the boat, and it's just awful. That's all I'm gonna say. It's awful. Do not waste your money on this movie.
So you don't recommend it then?
No.
Well, I don't recommend you watch Midsommar or Hereditary either because they're terrible.
They're supposed to be disturbing. There's nothing disturbing about this. It's just ridiculous. I mean, there's a tiny bit of blood in it.
And it's 3 hours long.
It's terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, most people walked out once he got kidnapped by the nice people. Yeah. That's all I can say. It's just bad.
Okay. I wasn't going to go see it anyway, but that's my own personal bias. If anyone out there has a different opinion, or if you agree with Christine, let us know your thoughts on this movie, Beau is Afraid, from A24 and director Ari Aster.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to go see it, but apparently Christine's saying don't go watch it.
It's almost like a crime against theater. So I'm gonna go
Yeah, I've seen a few movies like that, and his previous movies were like that too, for me.